with the Ministry of Speed right here in sunny San Antonio with Wallace the Dog watching the IndyCar Series, the American Open Wheel Series here, brought to you by the Ministry of Speed and the Ministry of Speed. All right, checking it out here. Who's on the board? Rosa, Blacks, Hendricks, Donnie, Mr. B, the number 2, and yours truly. But I'm just broadcasting. So 6 drivers in the mix. We may have another one show up later. I don't know. But he's got 13 minutes, 22 seconds, whoever it is, to show up. In the meantime, in between time, we're going to watch who's on the track here. Let's take a look here. Nazim Ghafour. Nazim on the track here, hurtling around here after a crash in the first race. Didn't finish as well as he wanted to, but yeah, that brings me to the first race. We have an announcement as opposed to what happened there. The finishing order was the number 2 because of a penalty that Hendrick had incurred right at the end as the number 2 crashed. They decided amongst themselves that the number 2 would become the winner. Hendrick would be the winner, and they gave that to Hendrick between number 2 and Hendrick. So if I didn't make any sense saying that, let me say that one more time because I was doing something at that moment. The game penalized Hendrick as he crossed the stripe as Hendrick as the number 2 crashed. Hendrick had gone right through that accident, and I guess the game penalized him 30 seconds. So it gave the win back to number 2. Number 2 had some penalties already that was going to put him back, so he just decided that it was a crash of his doing, and Hendrick had to certainly take evasive action to get around, which he tried, and he still made contact. So it penalized him, but they decided amongst themselves that they were going to give the win to Hendrick. So Hendrick is the official winner of the first race here. So that's always a good thing to see teammates, or should I say league mates, working it out and doing what they need to do here. So number 2 has won plenty of races. I'm sure he doesn't mind giving one away to one of his brothers here on the track. So well done. A good sportsman, number 2 is. And in the wall right here, it's going to be Mr. Blacks 96 here, but he's back out on the track. But yeah, what a good sportsman he is, and so hats off to him for helping Hendrick take the top step. All right, amongst other things here, what do we got here? Donnie Staubitz crashing out early on, going a couple laps down in the last race. Again, no fault of his own. Got caught up in something, I think, and had to come in early, and that was it for him. Hopefully we'll see a good run from him today. Right now he's P3 with a 1:12.855 in the Menards. Right behind him, that's going to be, Hendrick. Getting around Donnie there. Donnie going in for some much needed changes. Let's see what else we got here. Who else we got? Back up to the top here. Blacks 96 again. A 1:10.530. 10 minutes and 34 seconds left in the session. Mr. B, just a scant 4 1,000ths off that mark there. Woo! Whoa! Goes wide of the target machine. Saves it. Yow! Holy moly, Mr. B. Good hands award there. Whoa. I think he had to shift over there, had to stop it for a minute there and shake his pants out there. Probably dropped the load. He's got to have like a seat like yours, Anthony. I understand that you have a hole cut out of the bottom of your seat just for those exciting moments on the F1 track. Is that true?
Yeah, especially when I see 2 fast cars in front of me and I'm trying to catch up and almost hitting the rear, then you know how it is. Try to brake late.
Are you referring to Mexico? Are you referring to the Mexican Grand Prix? Because I tell you what, man, that has got to be one of the most exciting starts I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was just trying not to break my wing. It was unfortunate that South broke his, but it was fortunate for me, but you know how that goes.
But hey, you know what, man? That was fantastic stuff, man. You and Finn and South Bros put on a freaking clinic, man. And yeah, it was my honor to call that. So yeah, good job there. We're going to Brazil next. What are your thoughts on Brazil?
It's a track that I like, but it's iffy for me. Some games I'm good, and some games I'm not. I'm just hoping it's one of those games that I am, because I really haven't been playing the game. I just practice when I need to, practice for 1 hour races. I haven't really
played the game.
Online.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying there. Did you race with us in the last season's Brazil race? I don't think you did, right? No. Okay.
This is my first season.
Wow. Last season we had a great opportunity to watch Robert, which is a tremendous wet weather driver in Formula One, battle it out with Fly High, wheel to wheel for several laps. Fly High finally spinning around in one of the lower parts of the track there, and Robert took off. But that was a great battle. That was one of the most memorable rain battles I've seen in a long time, other than Fly High and Rosta at Monaco. That's earlier that same season. So we had a lot of wet weather, fun there in the last few months there. So hopefully this track here, this race here will be wet and full of rain, and that would be that'd be fantastic. So I like watching that. Well, you had some great opportunities to show us how well you drive in the rain as well. Malaysia, you can't be afraid of rain racing, can you?
I don't know. I'm almost like Mossy. He can't. He runs fair in the rain, but not great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've seen you run really well, a lot faster than most of the guys that I know in the wet. So yeah, we'll just take that with a grain of salt there. But yeah. So Hendrick,
this is where I finished, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, you finished though. That's the whole point. You finished at least on the lead lap too. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Hendrick fly on the top step here with a 109.299. Race 2, last race of the evening here. Blacks 96 to 110.240. Coming down to the 6-minute mark on the qualifying clock here. Donnie running a 111. Mr. B a little bit faster than Donnie. What do you know? Woo! I tell you, man, it ain't all about Mr. B in the open wheel class here, but he certainly does a good job at it. He's won our vintage end of the year special, our Jim Clark special, the Lotus 48, a 3-hour race, battling it out with Blacks toward the end there. The storm, these horrendous cars to drive. I think that was the most hardest simulation I've ever put on. Mr. B took the top step there. He's won a couple of GP2 races, so he certainly knows how to get around. It's just a matter of finding the right rhythm and finding the right mark here, but he'll certainly get it done. But right now, Blacks just a little shade in front of him there, and Donnie not too far back there. So it's going to be a tight front row for sure. Hendrick's not running away with it, and the number 2 has not even come out to clock a time yet. So kind of like South Bronx, they're just laying in the weeds right there like that freaking cobra, waiting to come out. Well, number 2's out now on the track, but yeah, that sandbagging and all that laying low, man. I don't know about that, huh? Next season we're gonna have a change on that, huh? Well, there he is right there. Sasquatch Motorsports, one and only driver, Rosa 236. He's here. Can you get in there, buddy?
Yeah, it's moving slow.
Okay, are you getting in or what? Are you gonna race?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Car. It's moving. So.
All right. There you go. All right, Rosa 236 in the hizzy. So he missed the first race working, but he's here in the second race. So certainly enjoy watching him come to the front. Rosa, what are your thoughts on the first race? Did you get to watch it while you were coming home?
Yes, I did, and yeah, that was a good race. Big crash at the beginning.
What about the last? What about the last crash there?
Yeah, the very last. So that kind of got crazy. Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Well, there you go. Well, our drivers are pretty much good for the entertainment value at least. But with that said, let you get down there and do your thing, and yeah, we'll continue on there. But glad you made it. All right, I'll be right back. Stand by. fall where they may. Looks like Donnie moves up the ladder really nicely there, up to P3. Yeah, baby. Stop it, Ada. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in qualifying. 170, 175 miles an hour. Rolls out of the throttle, back down to third gear. Hard right-hander. And a sweeping left-hander right here. Really fast parts of the track here. This off-camber right-hander, always good for a thrill. Donnie not break at the 1 foot mark. Whoa, 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 whoa! No curving here, no runoff area, just straight grass, straight death. I think as you mentioned earlier, Anthony, you don't want to do that in an F1 car. Whoa! Wow, Donnie out of the throttle here. Looks like he's out of gas. Bring it to the house here. Yeah, he's definitely shut it down. Wow. Hendrick, number 2 in the pits here. A 108. What did I tell you? A snake in the grass here. 108.256. Hendrick with a 109.299. Donnie a 109.673. Black's a 110.240. Mr. B a 110.330. Roasted not clocking at a time, and I'm not clocking at a time. 1 minute and 18 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be it. I'm sure no one can come out and do anything for the number 2. He's got it pinned the freak down. Thoughts, comments, or suggestions here, Fenorio?
None right now, but they're just going to have to catch him.
Yeah, there's this kid is just something else here. Let's see what Donnie's got cooking in the oven of speed here. He's still on a cruiser. Look at that lap delta. He's way off the mark here. Donnie Thomas not running as well as he'd like to in this series. I'm sure he's doing the family thing here, like you're doing, Fenorio. What's your family of? What was your 4th of July like? Did you barbecue? And I thought I saw some pictures of you outside somewhere on Facebook. Fenorio, private man. And he rolls to the center here. Whoa, Donnie through the chicane. All right, so Donnie Staubitz still with 1 minute 24 seconds left, holding on to P3 there. So Hendrick's out. What's he going to do here? He's going to try to take one more swipe at that 108 mark. I don't know. 108.256 is a second quicker than Hendrick is. More than a second. I don't know where Hendrick's going to find that. Oh, whoa, whoa! Hendrick, wow! A tank slapper. Woo, man, he almost wadded that thing up. What a great save there. He rolled out of the throttle, shut it down. So Donnie folded up like wet cardboard. Blacks again, everybody folding up except Hendrick. He should be bringing that thing around here. That's going to be it with 41 seconds left. The big dog, the SoCal kid, dominating him, hitting him over the head with the sledgehammer. 108.256, right in that soft baby spot. You know what I'm talking about, Anthony? That little soft baby spot right there in your little baby. They say don't touch that. They just dump kids there. Well, drop your keys on their head. Oh, sorry. Well, you know, yeah, I know. All right, well, what do you think about the 2000 F1 2018 game there? Is that going to be for us?
I haven't looked at it, much. I'm be looking at it this weekend and see what's up with it. Like you say, we're gonna have what 2-3 weeks before season starts.
Yeah, we want to do some testing at least, to push the boundaries of the at least the online thing. Maybe race a whole race here or there, pick a track that we like, and just a preseason type thing, or stream it.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I can get the reins and just keep. Get as fast as they are at the beginning, because you know, the beginning of this season, I wasn't too fast. I just had to work and work and work to get up to where they're at. And I'm still not up to where they're at. I'm still not satisfied, but, you know, hopefully I can do it next season.
All right, well, sorry about that. Missing some messages here, but looks like we're getting ready to go. All right, the number 2 on the point, Henrik, Donnie, Blacks, Mr. B, Rosta, the old favorite 6 cars on the grid. Man, I'm getting nervous, man. My hands, I start rubbing them together real hard. You know, getting real shaky, man. You know, it's just like, I wish I was out there, man. Is this how you feel like before a F1 race? Is this nervous and tense? Or are you just kind of relaxed and just ready to go?
Oh, F1. You definitely get tense on those.
Oh, my God, I bet, man. That's a big show right here. So, Rosta, good luck. Get ready to go hunting. Here we go. 30-minute session here as we get ready to go lights out here at the Silverstone. Woohoo! And we're off. It's going to be a slow start here. Who is that? That's the number 2 taking an early lead here, trying to steal it away from Blacks. The 2 Verizon cars diving it down. Hendrick right in the middle of that. The number 2 taking that spot away from Blacks. Blacks didn't have nothing for him on the outside. Hendrick trying to get around Blacks. He couldn't do it. Number 2 running off now. Bye. Let's move on down a little bit back here. There's Blacks, Hendrick, Donnie, Rosta. Rosta taking that spot away from Mr. B. Oh, losing that spot to Mr. B. Let's go on board with Rosta 236 and see what he's got going on here. Riding along with Ryan Wingate. Oh! Whoa! Rose on the throttle there. Yes, Mr. B, get right back on. Good job there. Whoa, Mr. B going way wide. That's his move right here. Whoa, Mr. B goes to block. Mr. Oh, right on the outside. He dives it on the inside. Mr. B not going to relent. Through the tricky part of the track. Oh, it's contact. Heavy contact. Oh, Mr. B out. Crashing the wall there. That's no harm, no foul. He's real close to piss. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's all right. Wow, great job there, man, for both our drivers not to wad it up even more than it was. Oh, wow. So, who's that there? That's Mr. B with heavy contact. Roasted both these cars with their wheels off. Wow. So, Donnie back here. Rosta, he's gone. Wow, big wreck there from all our drivers. Holy smoke. Oh, who's that up there in the front here? That's going to be Blacks going wide as Hendricks puts the pressure on him. You want to mute your mic? No, thank you. Oh, boy. So Hendrick trying to catch the number 2, who's 2 seconds ahead. 2.25, 2.3 now. And the Blacks falling back here. So the action was happening between 4, 5, and 6. Rosta, Mr. B, and Donnie. Donnie getting the worst of it again. Losing that whole front wheel there. Mr. B the same way. Blow, wheel knocked off. But still a valuable points day if they finish high up in the podium here. That's what they need. Points. Anything can happen to the front runners as well. Mr. B with that whole front end still knocked off that thing. Wow. Falling back, 33 seconds back. There he comes. He's in now. Wow. So the race is still tied up front here. 2, 5, and 9 seconds of the gap. Henry 2 seconds to the rears there of the number 2. Let's check it out. Let's see what that looks like in real terms here. Here we go on board now with Hendrick Fly. The Fly! Wallace doesn't like that. So who's out? Oh, Donnie out of the race. Wow. Donnie again can't get a race on Saturday night or Friday night. My apologies, Mr. Staubitz. I have no words for that. Hard racing by our ministry drivers toward the back there. So hurting through space and time. All board down with Henrik Fly as he tries to run down the number 2, but he's not doing it. Actually, he's falling back in the time of the wormhole. Oh, that's the wizard. Tell the wizard about the wormhole. I know you heard me, wizard. Wormhole. All right, 3 seconds back is the wormhole. Black 6 seconds back. Rosa 9 seconds, and Mr. B 245 back after heavy contact. Takes his wheel off. 4 laps in, 25 minutes to go here. Last of the 2 sessions, 30-minute session here. 40-minute was the first one. Here at Silverstone Classic. Woohoo! In the American Open Wheel Series, not sponsored yet, but hey, we will be one day. One day we will. You never know when, but soon. All right. So Henrik still can't close the gap. Well, actually did. 2.156. The number 2, what's up that to you? Let's go on board with, don't do that. Number 2, let's go on board with you here and see what you got going on. Mr. Andrews. Always reminds me of the Matrix. Yeah. I wonder if he could bend all the way backwards like that, with his arms flailing in the air. Oh. Whoa, burps it through the center there. It almost collects that pylon. That would have been lovely. Mr. B again, bringing it to the house here. What's going on, Mr. B? Oh, rubs off the wall there. Wow, what a crazy pit road. No wonder I never made it in here. Wow. So he's got to roll it up here. Black's, he's coming out of the pits. Black's a real driver in the the Caribbean. Whoa! What the hell's he got on? Wet? What happened here? Oh! Whoa! What happened? And the land speeder. Black's 96, floating on air, baby. Oh, and here comes the number 2. Put him a lap down. Bye. And there's Hendricks right on his gearbox. Hendricks less than a second, 1.835. Hendricks trying to get somewhere, trying to run down number 2 as number 2 did him early on here. So they'd be followed by Boba Fett. What's that? Oh, we're listening.
What is Black driving? One of those
a Verizon machine.
From,
yeah. Land speeder.
Star Wars.
Yep. He does look like Chewbacca a little bit there. Yeah, definitely Princess Leia like tendencies though. But yeah, getting around there. What do you think? Henrik now trying to put the old payback on number 2 there. 1.9. Well, he's dropped down the gap a little bit, or actually widened the gap 2 seconds now. But Henrik's staying pretty tight within the 3-second barrier. I don't think the number 2 is going to get away so easily this time.
Yeah, I think number 2 was burning up his tires. They look yellow on the screen up top.
There they are. Let me scroll on his. Let's see.
Yeah,
there we go. They're right
that's
there.
when Hendrick was.
Yep.
Hendrick was catching up. Now, I guess they're green now.
Well, they're cooling off now. Yeah, he's cooling it down. He's slowing it down a little bit. He's heating up that right front. Yeah, he's heating up that right front. I guess that's the right front, right? If you're looking at it, yeah, no, the left front.
Left. Left.
Definitely heating that up.
Can't get that turn in.
No, he's probably looking in his mirrors what he needs not to do. He's 3 seconds now in front of Hendrick, so he's widened the gap.
Yeah, like South Bronx says, just drive.
Don't worry about
the car behind you.
Don't worry about it. That's right. Good advice from a good driver. Boy, he's working that front end there, man. He's really working that front end this time. Hendrick down to 4 seconds. I wonder what his problem is. Rosa up to 13 seconds away, so not too bad. P3, Black's and Mr. B. So Black's down 3 minutes. What happened to Nazim Gafour?
I think he just had to find that line that didn't burn up the tires, and now that he's found it, he's gone.
He's gone, yeah, definitely gone. And Mr. B bring up the rear. Mr. B right there behind Blacks. This might be for position. Once again, he's not going to quit. He wants those points. He was number 2 in points. So if the number 2 crashes out like he did last race, you know, this could be a good points day for Mr. B. Now, did Mr. B finish in front of number 2 last race? He did not, right? He finished like 4th, I think. So yeah, he still was too far back. But if he can stay close this time by and get through there, if something like that happens again, and get a higher amount of points here, because I think second race is going to be double points. You know, this could bring him up to the championship. I wish I had the exact numbers here, but I think number 2 hasn't submitted them. Number 2's keeping the points for us. He's done a pretty good job so far. He may have sent them to me. I may not even know. I have the points in my hands. Look at that. Definitely putting some pressure on him now. Mr. B's trying to get Blacks 96 a little shaky there. This is for position. These are 2 guys that mixed in it before, as I mentioned earlier, in the vintage Jim Clark end of the year special there. Woo! Look at that! So Black's trying to get that. Whoa! He did it! He got that dirty air working. He got that dirty air working. Trick right out of the book of South Bronx. Oh boy! Oh, he cut across the nose there and got that air swooping, and Mr. Beast went flying off the track. Oh man, nicely done. I knew what he was doing. I just I just didn't. I couldn't put it into words fast enough. Wow. What do you think about that, Anthony? Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Air and play. Look at that. There it goes again. Just like the F1 cars, these cars have the same amount of, or should I say, the same sensitiveness. Of course, F1 is going to make a lot more downforce. But I mean, look at all these winglets and ductlets on this thing here, man. Would you ever consider driving some Indy car?
I don't know, dude. I mean, it looks fun. It's wanting me to drive F1 right now. But I don't know if I can drive this.
Yeah, I hear you. This is like I guess caviar. This is developed taste here. But thanks a lot for joining us. If you're joining us late here, race 2 of 2 races tonight. First one goes to Hendrick Fly after a controversial finish here with number 2, and a big crash here. But this is from position here. A great battle going on between Blacks and Mr. B. Mr. B about to take that spot away. Blacks contesting it. This is for 4th and 5th. Nothing going on up front except the number 2 leading. Whoa! No, look at that. He goes wide. Hold on to it there. Yeah, baby. Mr. B been doing that all night long. Blacks have been trying to take that air off Mr. B's wing. He sure does a great job of it, but Mr. B can just bring it right back.
Gotta have patience.
Definitely gotta have patience. Mr. B's just hunting and chopping, trying to stay there. Blacks defending it any way he can, disrupting that air, and just trying to make life considerably harder for Mr. B here. No harm, no foul in that. That's the way you gotta race. Do what you gotta do. Oh, Blacks! Oh, he's looking wide, going wide there. 16 minutes and 57 seconds left. This would be a great points day for Mr. B. 2-4 spots. Second race, double points. So he was P2 in the championship. Only the number 2 is in front of him. So we'll see how that goes. We got one more race left. That's Circuit of the Americas in 1 week. And then our Indy 500 race, which will probably be an Indy 250. That's just anybody's who's race. It's not really for points. Oh boy. Or maybe it is. Whatever, he made that pass. So Mr. B getting around Black's 96. Nicely done there from Mr. B. Worked him around, worked him. We're with him, about 3 minutes now, 4 minutes now. So certainly took him a little bit to get around him, but he certainly did a great job of it. And he's got to move on down the road now. He's got a long way to catch up to this man right here, Roasted 236, Sasquatch Motorsports, one and only driver, sponsored by Dow Glassworks. Yeah, they're practicing that. Yeah, that's a lot to say there for one man. Woo!
That sounds so good.
I know, right? Hendrick Fly, 7 seconds in front of or behind number 2, but Russell not too far back from him. About 9 seconds or so. So all quiet up front here. It's the battle still raging on back here. Blacks and Mr. B. Oh, there it is. Door opens wide. Mr. B. Jesus Christ, man. He let the whole freaking town in, man. Wow. Blacks didn't know what to do. He said, do I stop? Do I go? What do I do? That's just too much. All right, rain came last race in 16 minutes. Oh, there it is now. I think I see drops. On the side, right there. Nazim Gafour taking that spot away from Mr. B. Woo! Mr. B just opening that door, just leaving it wide open. Here comes the rain, folks. It's on like Donkey Kong now. Hendrick already in. Roasted coming around the front straightaway here. Is he going to dive in here? Number 2, he's coming around close to that point. So Black stays out. Mr. B, he's in. They said, Hendrick's in. And looking at the number 2, will he come in? Will our leader come in? Stays on the throttle hard. He knows now this is the only time he's going to get to make some tracks, get some distance. Clear track ahead of him. He's in. Great move there from number 2. Great move. Whoa. Oh, don't put any more damage on it, son. So Hendrick rolling around here. He's out. And Mr. B in the pits now. So all the drivers have pitted. Let's take a look at the number 2 as he works his way through his pit cycle here. That's right. If number 2 can finish again at P1, get your number 2 1/18 scale diecast Verizon. What is this? Silverstone Classic. They're waving him out here. Slow stop there from number 2. What's going on? A bag of chips and soda water for the number 2. It's a big doobie hit and a slug of beer. Here we go. Number 2 lighting his stogie. Taking some big long puffs. Nope. Yeah, he's out. There we go. Sirens wailing for the number 2 as he comes out. An assortment of bras and panties raining down the track. Wow. What can I tell you? Number 2, he's free. But look who's out leading the race here. Ooh, my man with the plan. Sasquatch Motorsports, number 1 driver, sponsored by Dow Glassworks. Woo! Roasted 236, leading him around. A 113.041, his last number. Picking him up and putting him down. 12 minutes and 5 seconds left. And the rain shall come tonight. Got his wet tires on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He already comes into the pits here. Holy smoke. Damn daddy, rolling in. Slow and easy. That's right. Visit Dow Glassworks on Facebook. Order up all kinds of shit. Yeah, they said something to me. That's what you need to do. Get that eyeball. Get that spider's eye that wizard makes. All right. In the pits now. Roasted 236 on board now. Watching the Pennzoil machine. What kind of stops he's got going on here? Hands free. A long, lengthy stop here for the Dab Daddy. Oh, it's dab time. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Watching that yellow Pennzoil machine. He's out. He's free. Now, what can he do? He's on the podium so far. Black's 96. Not too far. He's coming around. Just less than 20 seconds behind Rosa. So he's coming with a head of steam. Let's go on board with Blacks. Woo! Here he comes. Boogity, boogity. Using the whole track and then some. He's got rooster tails a-clucking. Oh, Blacks. He's trying to get somewhere in a big hurry. Mr. B 2.39 back. Whoa, what do we got here? What do we got here? The number 2 in front of Hendrick. Fly. Hendrick coming with a head of steam. Less than a second back. This is going to be his only shot to take P1. Dives it in deep. This is what number 2 crashed last time. Oh! Whoa! Hendrick in the grass. Loses a little bit of time there. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Number 2 going wide. The showdown of showdowns. The race of races right here. The battle for P1 continues. Yeah. Let's go on board with Hendrick and see what he's got cooking in the oven of speed. Oven something good. That fat girl pie. Woo, there it is! Oh, number 2 opens the door wide. Bye. Oh, on board now with number 2. What's he got going? Oh, skinny girl pie. California girl pie. Oh, no. Oh. So Hendrick snatched that spot away with 9 minutes left. Can he hold off the onslaught of the number 2? He couldn't last race, but they're more equally matched this time. They're wheel to wheel right here. And Ministry's finest getting it on in the rain, IndyCar style. Yeah. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that, Johnny. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, he opens the door and he closes it right back. Number 2 thought about it. He does. Looks to get on the inside here. He's going to get it done this time. He sure does. Hendrick lets him have that spot. No, he doesn't. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Hendrick takes that spot back. Yeah. Ripping and gouging. Oh, wow. Hendrick fly, fighting back, beating on the youngster, pounding him down. Woo! He said, I don't care how old you are, son. You in a race like that, you go fight man style. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Some great racing for both these drivers right here. Big accident, race 1. On the last lap, last corner. Right now, beat on each other like 2 drunken sailors. Yeah, 7 minutes and 22 seconds left of I don't know how many rounds, but let's keep on fighting, keep on swinging. A Mexican knife fighting a phone booth. Hendrick goes wide. Here goes the number 2. Hendrick has to get back underneath him there. He scoots it. Oh, boy. He scoots right back in there. Well, I thought he was going to take a cheap shot there at the back wheel there of number 2. Spin him around or make him slow it down a little bit, but he does not. Woo. Man. 6:55. Fists are flying. Punches are thrown. Blacks 96 in the mix here. What happened, Blacks? All right, not able to hear Blacks, but we'll catch up with them in a minute here. Back to the battle here. Rosat still in P3, 26 seconds back behind on the action here. Mr. B safely back, 2 minutes and 38 seconds back. Hendrick Fly trying to run down this man right here, the number 2, trying to finish number 1 again. And again, and again. Hendrick dropping back down to 2 seconds. What happened to Hendrick? Running out of steam? 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go here. Tires are really cold on the right side there. I don't know why, but that's a lot of grip there. What happened there, Blacks? Yeah? And what happened? Ran out of gas? Well, you can enlighten us on what happened there, but let's finish this off real quick here. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock. You might want to mute your mic there, sir. As Rosta 236 in a P2, P3, 49 a point. What is that? 51 now back from. What? Oh no! In the wall. Oh, the Pennzoil machine in the wall hard here. Our in-car reporter. Oh, how far is he from anywhere?
Oh, real far.
Oh, there goes the cars hurling by now. Rosta 236 in the wall and creeping down the embankment here.
Just a hazard.
Yeah, oh no, Donnie gone out of the race now, disconnecting. Rosta out of the racer. So that brings Mr. B up to P3. Mr. B can now score big P3 money here. Oh boy. Yeah, Rosta can't get it back to the pits and come out. Mr. B's going to definitely score some big money here. Rosta could have had a great points day. It's not over yet. Are you giving up yet? He's not even rolling. He can't front tire spinning, but yeah, you're done, dude. That's it. There he goes. Bye. He's got one lap down now. Oh boy. Mr. B looks like he's heading. That's it. Rosta's done folded up, folks. So 3 cars on the track here. Here's the battle. Up front is going to be the number 2. Yeah, sorry about that. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go here. Sasquatch Motorsports number 1 and only driver, sponsored by Dow Glassworks, out of the race after a hard hit into the wall, knocking off that back tire or that front tire. But this man has still got all 4 tires in the DHL machine, driving hard, moving fast and moving forward. It's Hendrick Fly, but 4 seconds off the mark is, or in front of, should I say, of Hendrick is the number 2. He has pretty much set sail here. Mr. B still a ways back. So for 3 more minutes, can this man hold his lead, hold his water, hold his mud? He's got to be one of the best rain racers I've seen, besides Antel. This kid can really get it done. Southern California is where he calls his house. He calls home. And how he can drive in the wet, I have no freaking idea, but he certainly can. And a natural talent this young man is. Mr. Andrews. Call him Mr. He's like 30-something years younger than me, 40-something years younger than me. So a great kid to have around, like to have him like his company. He's good attitude. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. I don't think Hendrick has what it takes. He's got 4.7 to go, 4.6 between him and number 2. Number 2 is just scooting away, almost a second of that faster. Well, what we didn't do is a Minister of Speech crank it up here for this last race, and I guess it would be appropriate to do it with the All-American driver who's probably going to win the championship here, the number 2. So let him take us around the last lap here in a Minister of Speed's crank it up. Why not? What do you say there, Rosta? Shall we do that? Here we go.
I think absolutely.
48 seconds to go. Shades of Malaysia there as watching the number 2 get around the track here. Listen to that throttle play. It reminds me of Rosta reaching up there and toggling his switches. You can see the little hands of the AI driver turning the lean on, the rich on, and adjusting the brake biases. He's racing with Rooster Tails in front of him, Rooster Tails behind him. No telling who's wrecking in front of him. He's got a loose race car. Watching Fenorio trying to run down, who was that, Rio, for the battle of his life there in Malaysia. Oh, it was a fantastic opportunity to watch that. Watching the number 2 is pretty much the same thing as watching that night. Rain racing is where it's at, man. It's my opinion. I truly love and enjoy watching it. And watching the real driver comes out. But there it is, folks. With just 3 seconds left, he stops on the track. Bras, panties, love dolls, condoms raining down on the track as the number 2 taking the top step one more time. Just beating the hell out of everybody there. Clubbing them over the head like baby seals. That's it. Number 2 taking number 1. Henry Fly finishing it off here in P2. And Mr. B, a big points day for Mr. B. Yeah. P3. Everybody else, not so much. Anthony, what are your thoughts on this thing here?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race with Hendrick number 2, but once number 2, found his lines, it was all over. It was all over.
I certainly agree. I'll tell you what, from a driver's perspective, I think the number 2 is just in a class by himself there. But let's talk to him. Number 2. Wow, what can I tell you, man? I yield to your greatness. I yield to your superior intellect when it comes to IndyCar. You're the man, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thoughts on tonight's race?
The second race, I think, went a lot better than race 1. More confident after the first race with a little bit of practice on the rain. I had a good battle with Hendrick. It was doing pretty good until he fell off, and then I was able just to pull away.
Wow. Well, again, fantastic opportunity to watch you do what you need to do. We'll get to the points here shortly, but congratulations on your win, man. Well done. Hendrick, you are the man, dude, when it comes to wet weather racing, man. There you are right there. Hendrick, you're the man when it comes to wet weather racing. I thought you had, for a minute there, an opportunity to wear the crown of crowns, man, for a minute, standing on the top step here in the rain at Silverstone Classic. What happened to your car there? It fell off toward the end.
Yeah, I was just pushing it a little too hard, overdriving a few corners there, trying to keep up with the number 2. He's kind of a hard person to keep up with and run down.
You think? You think?
But yeah, it was fun, man. I had a blast. I'll gladly accept second place finish out of that race because it was fun. I had a great time.
Hard work, huh? Hard work. Well, I tell you what, good job, man. That's what I can tell you, man. You are one of the best rain racers out there. Awesome to watch you work your magic in the rain. Mr. B, big points day for you, man. P3. You got a P4 last time, P3. What do you think, man? Once all calculations are done, where are you going to be at?
I'm hoping to try and stay up there, but Hendrick's catching up to me, if not going by me, so...
man.
I'm just trying to maintain second because I know I ain't catching first.
Well, you never know, man. He had a hard race, first race there, but you were still in the mix there for a while there. Great drive. What happened there? Early contact?
No, Donnie checked up going into the S's, and I hit him in the ass and pushed him into the wall, so he lost a wheel, so he couldn't get back to the pits.
Yeah.
He had to retire. I felt bad. I could tell he was a little upset.
Well,
it wasn't intentional.
No, I think as a matter of fact, we were on board with that, Anthony. I think we were watching that, and it was just a hard racing in my opinion. No big deal. But you can check it out for yourself. But still a great run, man. Congratulations on your finish as well.
Thanks.
All right, Blacks, I think you're in here. Blacks, Nazim, again, hard race for you. You had to close out early. What do you think about the IndyCar series? We got one more race at Circuit of the Americas. Are you going to be ready for that?
Yeah, man, this is great. This is really great.
All right, well.
The weather pattern, how the weather changes.
There you go. There you go. That's see, from a real racer, man. What can I tell you, man? Rosta, I know you went out early. Quick thought from you. What do you got going on?
This track is brutal. I crashed, I think every time we raced, I crashed my same corner, and I took off the rear wheel. Got issues with that corner.
Glad to see.
Circuit America.
There you go. I was gonna say, can't wait to see Silverstone in your rearview mirror. So, all right.
That is absolutely true.
Well, guys, thanks again for joining us. That was race 2, conclusion of the last race in the European leg. We're going back home to do a makeup race, Circuit of the Americas. Oh, next weekend. Be ready to rock and roll at COTA. It's going to be hot. It's going to be, well, you never know. Weather pattern might be the same. I love it's working out pretty good. Our drivers, you have an opportunity to watch them drive both in the dry and, of course, the wet. So, yeah, make your choice. Who's better and what? And, I don't know. Mr. Johnson, any thoughts from you before we say goodbye?
I'll just have to welcome number 2 to F1 when it gets there.
Oh, wow! The gauntlet is thrown. A slap across the face with a leather glove. We'll see you at Formula 1 in about 2 months, maybe a little less than that. We're going to do some testing when it first comes out, and after that, we're going straight to it. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We've got a lot of fast drivers wanting another shot at Mr. Levis Lampy there, our 2-time world champion. I know Anto wants to come back and beat somebody over the head with a hammer as well. So, you know, Red Bull Toro Rosso is looking for some vindication here. I know Family Motorsports, the P5 podium isn't good enough. He wants a win. He wants at least a third step on the podium. We'll see how that works out. Who's going to come back, number 1 or number 2 driver? Mr. B, is Little B going to come back to Formula 1 for the 18th season?
I believe you will.
Well, there you go. We'll see how that number 1 or 2 spot comes out. But number 2, if you come on down, Hendrick, I know you're going to join us for the F1 2018 season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I can't wait to join that over there, the 2018 F1. I think it'll be a different experience. I can't wait to see what the wet weather is like over there compared to over here. I'm sure it's completely different ball game, but you know, I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge.
Well, there you go. Well, all right. Well, that's it for our drivers. I guess that's going to be it for us tonight. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll do all the calculations, get them out there as soon as we can on Facebook. Check us out on the Facebook page, and that's where the points will be for the IndyCar Series race tonight. Tomorrow night, we really don't have anything scheduled. Normally, we would have an F1. Maybe we'll do something on the vintage side of Le Mans or something like that. You never know. We'll figure it out. But that's it for tonight. 6 Johnny say good night. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. And all the other cool words to say goodbye. Goodbye. Good night. Bye.